Indian economic updates. Prime Minister Narendra Modi emphasized India's crucial role in shaping the global semiconductor industry and building a resilient supply chain at the Semicon India conference. He highlighted India's partnerships with the US, Japan, and Singapore, calling this era Silicon diplomacy. Modi asserted that India is set to expand its electronics sector from $150 billion to over $500 billion by 2030, creating more than 6 million jobs. He outlined India's strengths: a reformist government, strong manufacturing base, and growing tech-savvy society. Modi also stressed the country's commitment to semiconductor development through talent pool initiatives, fast-track approvals for projects like Micron and Tata, and fostering innovation in sectors like automotive, medical, and consumer electronics. The GST Council exempted foreign airlines from GST on services imported from related foreign entities and reduced GST rates on certain cancer drugs, helicopter rides, and savory snacks. It established two ministerial groups, one to review GST on life and health insurance premiums and another to examine the compensation cess beyond March 2026. The Council also addressed research and development grants for educational institutions, ensuring they won't incur GST on such funds. Additionally, a committee will handle issues with integrated GST and revenue recovery from states. The Council approved voluntary business-to-consumer e-invoicing in select states and introduced GST on renting commercial property by unregistered persons and scrap supplies under reverse charge to prevent revenue leakage. India saw the number of global capability centers rise to 1,700 in fiscal 2024, generating $64.6 billion in export revenue and employing over 1.9 million people. This marks a 40% revenue increase from FY23 and a 7.5% rise in GCC units, with 80 new centers added. By 2030, India's GCC market is projected to reach $99 to $105 billion with up to 2,200 centers and 2.8 million employees. India, home to 17% of global tech capability centers, remains well positioned for growth, focusing on high-end engineering, skills development, and innovation. Over 220 GCCs are now based in Tier 2 and Tier 3 cities, with increasing global roles. A recent drop in oil prices, with Brent crude falling 13.7% in the past month to below $70 a barrel, benefits India, a major oil importer. Brent crude futures rose 1.2% to $69.70, boosting shares in sectors like paints, tires, oil marketing companies, and airlines. Paint companies, which use crude oil derivatives for about 35% of their costs, saw gains, with Asian Paints up 2.23% and Berger Paints and Kansai Nerolac rising nearly 2.5%. OMCs like Indian Oil Corp and Bharat Petroleum declined due to expectations of government price cuts. Tire companies, benefiting from lower synthetic rubber costs, saw slight increases, while oil exploration firms like Oil India and ONGC experienced declines.